Heaven's riches they bring, their sufferings count the price, or they pay the gift of knowledge with their lives. Heaven's riches they bring. What are the riches they brought? Rama, the avatar, he brought the Manomaya Purusha, the thinking man, the mental being. That is the gift he has brought. He has suffered. He was in the exile for 12, 14 years. He suffered for that. What did he bring? The mental being. The appearance of man is because of that sacrifice, mental being. That is the heaven's rich. Krishna, what did he bring? He brought the overmind consciousness in the working of the world, overmind consciousness. Buddha, what did he bring? Compassion. That is the heaven's gift he brought. Compassion for mankind, for humanity, for everybody. Compassion. Christ, what did he bring? Love. Love for humanity. Love for God's creation. It is that he brought. So we have got, these people have come, the great have come, and they have given all these gifts to man. Heaven's riches, these are the riches they had brought down. Over mind, compassion, love, these are the great images. Krishna, Buddha, Christ. Shivananda mentions these as the avatars in the essays on the Gita. He speaks of them specifically. Krishna, Christ, Buddha. They brought these riches, you see. And then, of course, there are other great souls also. The prophet, they brought also something. They suffered for that. The idea of brotherhood, that is the foundation of Islam. They brought it. He brought it, you see. He suffered for that also. There's no doubt about that. So, this is the thing which they had to do. They had to pay for that, you see. The life, if you take the ordinary life, so to say, was a life of suffering for them. You see. And of course, you have in the Jewish traditions many of these prophets who have done great works. You see. So, heaven's riches they bring, their sufferings count the price. Yes, they have paid. Or they pay the gift of knowledge with their life. Now, this is something different than heaven's riches. Gift of knowledge. It is not our mind, it is not compassion, it is not love, it is knowledge. That is the gift of knowledge which Shivananda has brought. That is the gift of knowledge which Shivananda has brought. They pay the gift of knowledge with their life. And you know, he was writing Arya for 7 years. And later on, when somebody asked him, he said that I would have continued to write Arya not for 7 years but 70 years. And even then, my knowledge would not have been exhausted. Gift of knowledge. Now, we don't know how much we have missed. Yeah. But I think now he has packed everything here in Savitri. There. Now he comes to something more specific. The Son of God, born as the Son of Man, has drunk the bitter cup, owned Goddess debt. The debt eternal owes to the fallen kind. His will has bound to death and struggling life, yet yearns in vain for rest and endless peace. The Son of God. Well, this is of course the biblical phrase, Son of God. Now the reference is becoming more and more specific to Christ. the whole description is coming to Christ, the Son of God. Son of God. We have the appearance of Son of God, number of places in Bible. We'll see some of them. In Luke 1.35, and the angel answered and said unto her, the Holy Ghost shall come upon thee, about the Christ, upon thee, and the power of the highest shall overshadow thee. Therefore also that holy things which shall be born of thee shall be called the Son of God. It is describing the incarnation of Christ. Very vivid description, you see. This utterance cannot come without some kind of mystical realization. He has that mystical realization. He has that mystical realization. And the angel answered and said unto her, the Holy Ghost shall come upon thee, take birth upon thee, and the power of the highest shall overshadow thee. Therefore also that holy thing which shall be born of thee shall be called the Son of God. St. John, let us see some of them, it's interesting. St. John 5:18. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him, because he not only had broken the Sabbath, but said also that God was his Father. He claimed that God was his Father. He not only broke Sabbath, but also claimed that he was the Son of God, making himself equal with God. Now, this is, I think, a little too much, no? I mean, he is my father, it does not mean that I am his equal. It doesn't mean that I am his equal. Pardon me? Yeah. I mean, I can understand he is my father, but that does not make me equal to him. So that thing, I think, is a little bit of an exaggeration. What do you say? Yeah.
In case of identification.
It needs a clarification.
Identification with God, I feel
It's impossible. See, it's impossible. Yeah. You cannot be equal to him. You cannot be.
when the ego is totally.
See, even the mother herself has said, Shemendo is the emanation of the Supreme. She says he is not the Supreme. She says he is the direct emanation of the Supreme. Direct emanation, not the Supreme. You see? So that way, I think this is a little too much. Yeah. So, but well, I mean, and this is coming from a very big saint, Saint John. You see, he is one of the greatest mystics of Christianity. You see. Okay, let us read one more of his. 525, 525. I think. I don't know whether I can say that. They may kill me. If I say Bible is saying too much, what do you say? If it is in the case of Islam, they will definitely, they'll, yeah,
Blasphemy laws.
yeah.
Then that the Savior will be born again. There.
I think it is a religious approach because in religious approach you have God and creation, but in yoga you have at the moment, identification with
Yeah, identification. That does not mean that you are not he. You are still a part of him. You are not him.
We are always a part.
But him is not different from essentially us, I mean, each other.
Identification is one thing. Yeah.
Today I will have identification, I will know.
See, well, it's like saying the same thing, but it may not be a very good example. It's like saying a drop of water in the ocean. Well, it is a part of the ocean, but it is still a drop. It is not the ocean.
As long as there is an ego,
Yeah.
it's a drop. But when it is mixed with the ocean, it's
So it's no more water then. It's no more drop, you see.
no more drop.
But then we can't talk of him then. Then that would mean Laya, dissolving. His identity, his individuality won't be there then. Let us see what does it say here. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God. Very powerful sentence. The dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God, and that they shall, and that hear shall live. When they hear the voice of the Son of God, the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God, and they shall live. They shall live. This is a great truth. Son of God. So, like that, there are a number of instances about the Son of God, what we have got here. The Son of God, you see. Now, in Savitri itself, we have something different, slightly different. 89.12. 89.12. Now, the Divine Mother is addressing Ashwapati. The rendezvous is there between Ashwapati and the Divine Mother. And she is addressing him. And she says, O Son of Strength, 89.12. O Son of Strength. Ashwapati is addressed as the Son of Strength. Son of God. You see, Son of God has a different connotation than Son of Truth. Son of God. Ashwapati here is Son of Strength. Shaktimana Putra. Shaktimana Putra means son. Shaktiman, full of strength. He is that. The divine Shakti working in him. Later on again, in another place in Savitri itself, we have got, he is addressed as son of force. Son of strength, son of force. Like that, Ashwapati. Now, this son of strength is also a Vedic phrase. Vedic phrase. Agni is addressed as the son of strength. Fire, the divine fire, is the son of strength. Son of strength, Agni. It is the force of Agni, therefore we can say, which is what Ashwapati is. When she says son of God, son of force, son of strength, it means that he is divine Agni himself who has taken the mortal birth. Now, in the case of divine Agni, there is a greater occult intimacy of his taking a human birth. Agni itself is there, he is coming out, so to say. So there is a kind of an occult intimacy, connection, directness, which is there between man and the divine, which is within us. Whereas here, the Son of God, as if he is coming from somewhere else here, as if he is not a part of ourselves who is Son. Yes, to a certain extent. So, Son of God, born as the Son of Man, this is what we have seen in the Bible, you see, has drunk the bitter cup. Now, of course, this bitter cup, he is talking of the great, no, earlier, the great, he is talking of the great. The bitter cup, of course, Christ didn't drink the bitter cup. Buddha didn't drink, Krishna didn't drink the bitter cup. The bitter cup refers to Socrates. It refers to Socrates, the great Socrates. It refers to Socrates. Hemlock is drinking. Hemlock. He drank the hemlock, cup of hemlock, you see. He was
he a son of God?
son of, well, this is what it means. He is not son of God, the great. The great. See, he is not specifically, see, see, there are so many references, allusions coming, he is not describing the complete scene of Christ's crucifixion. In the whole process, he is taking the entire history of how the great sacrifice is done by various people. All the sacrifices are as if getting quintessence in one sacrifice. Must pass beneath the yoke of grief and pain. Yoke, he is not carrying the yoke really, he is carrying the cross. You see. They are caught by the wheel. Wheel. Well, wheel is samsara chakra, the wheel of the world. Samsara chakra. Going round and round, caught again. Come here, take birth, do something, die. Come here, do something, die. You are caught constantly like that. Samsara chakra, you see, wheel. Chakra means wheel. See. Time, kala chakra. The another word is for that, kala chakra. Kala chakra. See. So we are caught in that. Wheel, of course, has a more direct connection with the Buddha. He speaks of the wheel. You are caught in the cycles of time. That is what the wheel is. Heaven's riches they bring, their sufferings count the price, or they pay the gift of knowledge. The gift of knowledge, this is definitely referring to himself, you see. The Son of God, born the Son of Man, has drunk the bitter cup, owned the goddess death. Now this own the goddess death. So while the first part is a reference to Socrates, to a part of Greek history, the other one, goddess death, is a reference to Christianity. Christianity, Christian theology. God comes here to pay the debt. It is by taking the sin of man on himself, that man is redeemed. Man has committed sin, and therefore he takes the birth and accepts his sin's penalty. The debt the eternal owes to the fallen kind, now this fallen kind, that is a great fall from paradise. Fall from paradise. You were driven out of paradise, you see. Paradise lost. Fallen kind. Because he had disobeyed God. He was told not to eat the forbidden fruit, you see. But he ate that forbidden fruit. He didn't really eat, his wife. But then he fell into the trap, love trap, and he also ate, and then driven out, you see. Fallen kind. And it is for that. In fact, it was necessary for him to eat the fruit of knowledge. Otherwise, he would have got stuck there where he was. He would have got stuck there, you see. Get up early morning, do your rounds of work and all that thing in the Garden of Eden, and then again next morning goes on and on for ages and ages and ages. No issue there, no worry, no progress, no progress. Yeah, would have got stuck there, you see. So, in order to break that kind of a monotony, it was necessary to do something radical. So, in a certain sense, we can say that the Satan had really played a very significant role. You see, although it may look to us rather evil and bad and all that, but he made you awake. Please get out and do something now, you see. The mechanism was found. His will has bound to death and struggling life that yearns in vain for rest and endless peace. Now is the debt paid, wiped off the original score. Yes, he has come, he has sacrificed himself, and the law of love got established.